Hello, hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Tonight we're going to do collective tarot. We're going to do the collective tarot. And I need to put on TikTok because I always forget. Give me like 2 seconds. How are y'all doing? I'm really excited. I'm also going to take a bite of food while y'all begin to join. Okay? Yeah. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Let's get into some tarot. Should we get into some trouble? I can't wait to hear what you all have been up to. We've got some good messages that are coming through. I feel like there's going to be a mix of things for folks. So I love it so much. Hi, Christine. It's so great to see you. I never know who's here because the view thing isn't always accurate. And I literally never know who's there. I'm like, why is it like, even though there will be people talking, it's always a 0. And I'm like, whatever. How are you doing? We're going to get into some collective tarot for the week. So, this one already wanted to pop out. So whenever you are viewing this video, it is meant for you during this time, no matter how old, no matter how new. Take what resonates and then leave the stuff that doesn't apply to you. How has the rest of your day been for folks who are just tuning in? How has the rest of your day been? I'm excited for this. Ooh, how was the market? Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. Look what's on the bottom of this. Ooh, the market was so much fun. I feel like I overdid it. But can you really overdo it? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. But I had a lot of fun. I bought so much stuff. Thank you for asking, Christine. I was like, I need a bunch of groceries and I need it now. Oh, I forgot to be showing these on the screen. For anyone who's new, I always like to show the messages on the screen so folks know what's going on. Hi, it's so great to see you. How are you all doing? Yeah, can you really overdo it with produce? That's how I feel. But I was like, okay, how am I going to get this back home? But that's a part of the adventure. That's a part of the adventure. The reason why Christine is asking about the market is because I moved. Okay, so we have some interesting energy that's already coming out. I'm going to see if this is current energy or energy that needs to be like released and removed, because we have the King of Wands, and I'll show you in a second what those cards are. King of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. How are y'all doing today? How's your energy? How are your manifestations? Where are you at on your journey? Where are you at? We've got another reversed one. Okay. Can you give us some clarity, please? And thank you. Hi. Hello. Balanced joy. Ooh. Okay. So this entire row at the top is past energy because the cards that are coming out right now to clarify are great. They're great. And there's also some guidance that you'll be needing this week. Okay. We're getting some love. We're getting some business. We're also getting community, relationships, and money. So there's a little bit of something for everybody in here. So the first card out is the King of Wands, but we had this in reverse. The King of Wands energy is, and I'll show this on TikTok too, the King of Wands energy is in reverse, is you at some point, which it feels like most of you were coming, like most of you went into Lionsgate with that energy and then are now coming out of Lionsgate more aligned. And for some of you, this also means that you've been focusing on a very specific career path as an artist, and you're stepping into that destiny. So this coming week may feel like you're either on board or you're not kind of energy. So let me know if that resonates. Like, it's almost like realizations have been hitting you from time to time, and now it's like it's beyond taking action. It's almost like you've done like an internal acceptance of it. But before, it was like you didn't quite know where to go or what to do. And even if you don't quite know what to do, every once in a while, you know how to get the resources in order to figure out what it is that you're trying to do, or what it is that the universe is trying to tell you. Like, you're no longer in this energy of like helplessness, because it was clarified by the star. Like, to be clarified by the star is like a huge freaking energy to be in. And I'll hold it up. The star is someone who like shines unapologetically without permission. Like, they know who they are. They don't really care if anybody's watching, but it's almost like this energy is now, yeah, like it feels like so heavily ingrained into you that you're going to take steps on your path regardless of what happens next, is what I keep hearing from your guides, regardless of what happens next. And this coming week is going to be very important for you. So if you've been feeling like, oh, there's parts of my life that I want to clean up, or like I just need to know what to do, this is the week. Like, this is the week. This is the energy. Thank you so much for the likes. And feel free to let me know if this is resonating. So if you've been kind of pushed in one direction to get aligned in your decisions, then allow that to happen, because this star energy, which for some of you might even be manifesting like being in the spotlight, literally. And if you're not manifesting physically being in the spotlight, you're illuminating your inner star energy in a way. Like, you're like magnifying, like I keep hearing, like you're magnifying your light worker type of energy. Like, the light that lives within you, you're like supercharging it, and you supercharge it through Lionsgate. Hi. You've supercharged it through Lionsgate. Hello. So great to see you, Path of Light. Because the next card out is the King of Cups in reverse. So this is an imbalance with your emotions, but this also could be an imbalance, is what I'm hearing, like an imbalance with a relationship in your life. Like, one very specific person who was causing you, aka you were also maybe allowing them around too much into your space, or allowing them to run your life. It's like this person was a main focus, and they were causing so much chaos that they threw off your energy. But also, this week, you're probably taking action in a way to no longer accept that behavior, even down to boundaries for yourself. Like, I keep hearing, like, it's very much so like this week you're heavily centered on how you can how you can easily take care of yourself. And it's like you have the know-how now, where like before you weren't quite sure what to do, before you weren't quite sure like what tools you needed to be able to heal yourself, is what I'm hearing, or like get out of situations where you feel stuck, but you figured that out. Not that you have all the tools to heal every single cycle in your life, but it's like you have the tools now to be resourceful. And so that is how you're going to be moving forward this week. And then we have the the Nine of Cups here, which is like your fulfillment card. So this energy could also be like you're consciously moving towards your fulfillment and your happiness. Like, it's like front and center, is what I'm hearing. Like, if you're not in the spotlight, your bliss and happiness are right in the spotlight. And that's how you're navigating your decisions this week. Like, it's not from, oh, like, what is it that I need to do? And you're just going to mindlessly go through your tasks. It's almost like you're in the energy of, what am I manifesting? How am I moving forward? Like, it's almost like you took your spiritual pentacles and you planted them, and now you're tending to the soil, right? And you're like watching over it, and you're like pouring water into them, and some of them are growing, and you're actively being within your manifestations. Even if it feels a little bit rocky, you're actively choosing it, which is an amazing energy to be in, because that's what's going to lead you to your fulfillment clearly this week. And for some of you, you may have manifestations coming in, or you have help coming in that's actually going to make it easier for your path ahead. Because like I keep focusing on these cups and this like energy of your emotional aspect being supported more than you think, right? Because they're like up on this table, they're surrounding you, you're here, there's all this blue behind you as well. It's like you're in this safety container where not much is going to be affecting you negatively. But this week, it definitely feels like you are consciously choosing your manifestations, your destiny, your path, and you're doing it more with ease than you were prior to Lionsgate. So whatever you did during Lionsgate, and I'm also hearing the month before, set the foundation for this energy this week. So this week is the week to like do the things that you love while also staying focused. Like it's like I feel your energy. Like it doesn't feel like chaotic or like all over the place. It feels like you're managing it. Like this week you're very good at managing the emotions that you have. Oopsie, sorry TikTok, I messed up a button. You're also welcome to come join on YouTube. Hello, Christina, my lovely neighbor. Hi. I'm gonna take a bite again. How are y'all doing? I'm gonna pause before I go into the next one. How are you all doing? How's your energy this week so far? Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm excited to know where all of you are. There's some new faces in here. We also have this week, we have Z School for the Gifted on Thursday. And then we also have another one on Wednesday. If you're in Africa or UK or any of those times where it hits in the evening. And then we have the Art of Love and Magnetism this week, which I'm super, super excited about. I'm super duper excited about. And if you don't have the calendar, I'm actually going to drop it in the link right now because sometimes this chat is delayed. Hi, I see you talking now. I'm going to drop the calendar link in the chat because it has all of the themes for the next 2 months. So it has all of August, which you can check out, all of September in there for everything. I'm going to drop it. So you can integrate it into your own Google Calendar and see when I'm going live or when I'm teaching classes. Hey, glad I caught you. Me too. I'm still working. I'm just kidding. No, I've had a long day today. Energy from Florida. Christina. Hey. Perth, Australia. Indigo blue. What's the weather like in Australia right now? What you eating? I'm eating chicken fajitas that I made. They're really good. It's super good. It's super good because I made it to the market today successfully. I successfully made it there. I'm doing well this week. Is fast and slow. My focus has been manifesting more money for this week. Yeah, it's definitely coming up in the cards. It's coming up in the cards. And I can go on to the next two. So that makes a lot of sense. I'm about to eat tacos. Yay! I love it. What kind? What kind are you eating? The next two cards. What are all of you eating? You know how much I love to talk about food while we're live because I love cooking and I am also a chef. Nice. I'm so glad you made it to the market. Me too. Me too. I went on quite the adventure today. It was so fun. It's raining, but lovely. Ooh, fun. I love food. Me too. We should have a food day. Oh, we need to have a food day. The next two cards. Well, the first card that came out, which was old energy, and then advice, new energy, that's also dropping in. So we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is your old energy. This is your past energy prior to Lionsgate, because it feels like A lot of you were trying to manifest money into your life without ease, and your pentacles were kind of stuck up in the spiritual realm. But it feels like with Lionsgate, and again, like I keep getting like the month before, a lot of you did a lot of clearing and decisions where you were taking big leaps of faith and choosing yourself that allowed these pentacles to drop down. Like literally, I keep hearing drop down, and I'm kind of focusing on these pentacles around their skirt. Or this gown, whatever it may be. It's almost like they were locked up because the environment that you were in was not a very good environment or conducive or lucky for you. And now it is more lucky. But there is a clarity card here. It's a Three of Pentacles in reverse. And when I pulled this card, it sounded like you are this week going to be focusing. I heard business. So if some of you are business owners, that came out first, not so much jobs, but specifically if you're a business owner, you're going to be focusing on your business and your work that you have to do solely. Like it's not going to be you doing a ton of work this week and like focusing on big groups is what I'm hearing. Like it's like you're networking kind of, but the work that you're focusing on is your foundation with your business, which is why this card is here. Or if you haven't started doing that yet, you likely will, or your ancestors are also telling you like focus on your rituals within your business. Your rituals within your business. And I also heard streamline your business, whoever that resonates for. Hey Z, hi Antoinette, I'm in Texas. D, what's up? So happy to hear about my move. Thank you. It's been so much fun. Yeah, it happened so fast. You just got to follow your guidance and just hold on to your chonies. Okay, I feel that. Rain down on me. I'm flying magic. I love it. Christina, you make me laugh all the time. How's your move been so far? It's been really good. I literally got here last night. Like it hasn't really been much, but it's been so much fun. And I feel really grateful I'm going to close off TikTok because I feel like, sorry, TikTok, bye. I don't like it for some reason. It happened really fast and I feel really grateful. My dogs are with my family right now and they're taking great care of them. One of them actually had a birthday, and so they did a birthday party for them, and the other one is going to have a birthday soon. They're telling me about the playlist that they chose for them. So that was nice to know that the dogs were chill, and just being here, it was great. Like I took my suitcase. I have one suitcase, my guitar, and my backpack, and that's all I took. And it feels nice because you realize you don't need as much as you think. And folks have just been chill. I realize that my language skills though are crap. Are so bad. So yeah, it just yeah. Streamline as in thank you for asking, D. I appreciate it. Streamline as in make it easier for yourself to do the tasks throughout the day. Like it's almost like I'm seeing different parts moving as like this needs to get done in order to work with this, or like maybe there's a lot of manual stuff that's happening, but piece it together. Like there's this energy this week of like collectively people are piecing things together, making stuff easier, maybe tying up loose ends even. And that could also be relationships, because relationship came through as I said that. Oh yeah, I'm glad I can make you laugh. You're so funny. You're so funny. But they love to help you. Yes. I love that. It makes you realize how much you are guided and how beautiful the world can be when you trust the nudge. Yeah. Like literally, as I was saying this to someone on the call earlier, I was like, living proof that you're gonna make it. Like you're gonna make it, right? And I wouldn't have changed this decision for the world. And when the universe and your ancestors come in as hard as they did for me, like there's no reason to doubt. Like there's literally no reason to doubt. And then I was telling Christine earlier, like, I was having a little bit of anxiety, right, in the beginning, which happens when you make a big change. And my old antisocial parts started coming out, my old traumatic parts, my old like body trauma was coming out, and just feeling overly vulnerable. And I just was was like, God would never send me anywhere that I wouldn't be safe. Not that's like old life. And it wasn't that I just wasn't listening to my guidance before. So I like dropped into my body and was like, see you later, adventure time. Heck no, me either, sister. Exactly. I made a Substack. Yes! I'm so glad everybody's going on Substack. Speaking of Substack, you all need to go on there and listen to the Mango Men and Other Manifestations, because I'm giving away another class. And in order for you to be included in the drawing, you have to go to the post, comment on it with your guess. Does anybody not know about Mango Manifestations in here? Does anybody not know about what's happening? And then I'm going to get into these cards. Let me know. Is anybody like what I'm saying? Mango Manifestations. Do you even know what I'm talking about? What are you going to put on your Substack, D? Which post is it? I'll drop it in the chat. I'm just getting stuck in my teeth. Okay. In case anybody is new, quick recap of the Mango Man and Manifestations. So when I was doing ZiTV at my friend's house, we did a whole live love thing. We ended up channeling. Ancestors did weird shit with my phone. But from that live came out, Z, you should write a book called Mango Men, which are all about men I have manifested. And the situations that I've had with them, because I kind of touched on it a little bit in there. And so what's going on now is I'm releasing the book chapter by chapter on Substack. And so you get to guess each week, because a chapter comes out each week on Friday, you get to guess if the story is real, if the story is kind of real, maybe a little fake, or if the story is like a complete lie. And so every Friday, I go live earlier in the rising, and I pull names out of the bucket to see who wins, because I pull from the comments, see who wins, and you get a spot in either Z School for the Gifted or the Art of Love and Magnetism. And then at midnight that Friday, a new chapter drops. And it's not just a reading thing. Like I'm reading the book as well. So you get to experience it as a podcast. And it's a lot of fun. And it's so much fun. It's about stories that give the backstory of my albums and poetry. I love that. That's so cool. Let me add the Substack link so everybody has it in the chat. And then I'm going to keep going on the tarot reading. I'm going to keep going. Hold on. Y'all just make me laugh so much. Okay, chapter 4. Let me get the link. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Yes, Christina, it's a lot of fun because we go live and we talk about it, and then we talk about relationships. And it's also this like a story about being a child of Oshun as well. So because how the manifestations come in. And some folks are like, that's not true. I'm like, yes, it was true. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So the next two cards in the reading, so old energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That just made me scratch my head so hard because I was getting so many messages. Where do you announce it for the winner? I announce it on the live. So you have to submit your vote, like put a comment on the Substack thing. Like it tells you for chapter 4 at the bottom, right below the like tarot deck or tarot card for that chapter. it tells you how to vote. Like you put a colored heart and you also put it into the comments. Like you put a comment with your colored heart and you like the post. There's only two things you have to do. I don't know why I said it like that. Like the post and comment below with a heart. I'm making it so complicated. I'm sorry. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles is in the past. And I'm also hearing like this is trauma based. So you may have experienced hardship in your life, like some serious hardship for some of you, or like it's almost like the success that you were wanting with your pentacles weren't able to come through. And specifically around success. Like I hear the word success. And it was almost like you were trying to be in this Knight of Pentacles energy, because the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is like the master of their pentacles. They're really good at moving slow. They're intentional. They know how to invest. They take care of themselves. They have very high self-worth. But it was in reverse. So you were having trouble doing that. It's almost like for some of you, you didn't realize it then, but maybe you realize it now, or have broken through this cycle of being inconsistent in the way that was actually going to create success for you. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you were consistently resting, right? It's like you were not as consistent on like your spiritual practices, your worthiness, setting boundaries. Like it's like in every aspect of your life, like you weren't able to build the steady income that you were wanting in the way that you want to be successful now. Because it's like your level of success has risen, and it's almost like you're making more money, but you're like, I'm still building, right? I'm still moving forward. And so your advice this week is to not resist this change. So if you are having any sneaky thoughts this week around whether or not you can accomplish something in your life, and this doesn't necessarily have to be tied to money. If you're having any sneaky thoughts that are like, I don't know if I am capable of attaining that amount of money, or I don't know if I'm capable of allowing love into my life like that, or I don't know if I'm capable of moving where I want to go, or being the creative, like it would take me forever. The universe is asking you to not hold on to that energy, because it's you've already started ending the cycle, if not already ended the cycle, but it's almost like old energy is popping up. Old energy might come swinging around in your life, but this week, pay attention to it and remove it. Like I'm seeing also people doing yoga. So if you want to do yoga, if you need to get into the water, if you need to journal, if you are creative, like be creative this week so you can be in the energy of the life that you are building. Like you don't need to say like, it's almost like there's a mentality that's still releasing of, you're working towards something that's not like I don't know how to say it. Like instead of shifting your energy to this is the life that I live now, it's almost like it's still a little bit caught in the past. Like a tiny bit of, oh, I need to do this. And yes, you are building pentacles, but you are also successful in the now. And so what would your successful self be doing? Would they be spending that much time? I literally heard drama. You have people who might be creating drama, or like there's folks who, not necessarily like super bad drama, but drama that I'm hearing like you just really don't need right now. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Don't pay attention to it. Don't allow it to run your life, like that sort of thing. Hey, son. Those went all sorts of wonky. I strongly feel that card so deeply. Yeah, how has your week been so far? I know it's Tuesday. So have you been up on your spiritual practices? Let's see what else wants to come out. And then I'm going to pull from another deck. Yeah. Some of you are thinking a lot about money this week. Some Some of you are really thinking about money this week. The universe really needs you to, and your ancestors really need you to remove this mentality of like, not quite like, when is it going to happen, but kind of. Because this Ace of Swords, the minute it fell on top of this card, was like new way of thinking, new energy, right? Because you already have these pentacles that are growing and that are there. You already have them, but you're like impatiently sitting and waiting for them to really blossom. But it's almost like you're not seeing how far you've come. And so this week, if you need to, write down all of your successes that you've experienced over the last 6 months, or even like 6 years, like whatever you want to do. But I heard 6 months. Why is my third eye pulsing these last few hours? Extra energy. You're welcome to come to Z School for the Gifted if you need help. It's on Thursday. The link is in the description. Yeah, I got up super early Monday and finally got to see the sunrise and really needed all that energy. Yay! I'm so glad you got up to see the sunrise. Take care of yourself. Yeah, take care of yourself. It's like that's what it feels. It feels like a reprioritization of the way folks have been living their life and no longer needing to do that anymore. Like, it's quite a cool energy. Yeah. So we have the 8 of Wands here. So this is fast energy. Your money is still coming in. If anybody needs to hear that, your money is still coming in. Your money is already started to come in, but just like get rid of those sneaky thoughts and like enjoy life is what I'm hearing. Like, enjoy life, keep moving forward. The universe always directs energy towards where you are focusing. So if you are focusing on not having money, then you will not have the money. If you are focusing on, I want to grow, I want to expand, I want to meet these people, I want to have fun, I want to like have a successful business, then you allocate time to your business and you allocate time to fun and you allocate time to your friends, right? Because the universe is then going to bless you with money so you can also go do the fun things. But if your energy is stuck in the past on how you think you need to live, that's not going to happen. There's so much pentacle energy. It's almost like, for some of you, you might have this thought of like, am I really going to have my happily ever after and all that money in the bank? That's what I heard. Like, am I really going to have an account with that many zeros? But is that the thought that you really want to be focusing on right now? Or is the thought like, I'm mad fucking abundant. What else can I do right now? Right? Like, what else can I do? Yes, to a message, so accurate. Yeah, that's exactly happening. And not just because I moved. Okay, good. Because I want to go somewhere tomorrow and money is required to get there. Yeah, it's like trusting in the universe and trusting in your capabilities, right? They go hand in hand. But it definitely feels like this week, money is definitely a hot topic. A very hot topic of like, should I do this? Should I not do this? So know that is surrounding you, but do your best to release it. Let's see if there's any other advice, and then I'll pull from the other one. Yeah, stop being anxious about it. We literally have the nine of swords in reverse. This is being peaceful. This is not being anxious, not being worried. Anxious, nervous energy is not high frequency joy, love, happiness, prosperity, right? Because love, prosperity, abundance, all of that is on the same frequency. When you are love, you are also money and all of these things, right? Because when you love yourself, you're also filled with self-worth, and money loves when people feel worthy of it because it's going to come to them because their frequency matches. So try not to be in this energy, especially if it's like you're staying up late, randomly freaking out about money, or if you're going to bed thinking about how you don't have money. Do not do that. Literally write on your paper. Do this every single day in your journal. the 369 manifestation, right? I've talked about this before. I love doing it. You write, money comes to me easily, frequently, and abundantly, or whatever your three things are. You write it 3 times. You write it in the rising. You write it 6 times. You write it at lunchtime, 9 times before bed, and you keep doing it 369. It's very powerful manifestation money frequency thing, because you do not want to go to bed at nighttime worrying about money. Pay attention to what your thoughts are doing. If you need to listen to subliminals, definitely do that to help yourself out. I love it when the cards do that. Me too. Hi, Erin. That's what I'm trying to focus on. My abundance is coming. Yes, and your abundance is here. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, match its frequency. Yes, we should all say that. Exactly. So be in that energy, because it feels like this week, especially because you have the star card here. You have the star card. So it's not like you have an issue being in front and center to be able to magnetize money to you. But it's like your body is having trouble comprehending the catch up, right? The catch up of, like, I literally heard overnight success. So maybe that's significant to someone, but allow your body to adjust to the new frequency that you are in. People forget about that. Like, if you have been doing a lot of the Lionsgate leaping and all that stuff, right? Your body has to be able to adjust because of how quickly energy can shift, right? Sometimes, you know how sometimes you have a breakthrough and then all of a sudden you're like, boom, your energy just flies out the window and you start manifesting or focusing on something and it becomes really easy, right? But your body has to catch up. Your physical body has to understand that it's okay to believe these manifestations and my vision and all this stuff, and I'm going to be okay. So, like, make room for your physical body to do what it needs to do. Very similar to what I was talking about earlier, right? On how I was like, oh, I had this little bit of anxiety. I held space for it. I let it go and I shifted because it was like, that's old energy. It's old energy. And so I needed to like move through it. And I'm like, oh, thanks, buddy. And then I also like went into the ocean and swam and released things, right? So let your body catch up to your manifestations. Don't leave it behind. And make sure you're exercising this week. Some of you are not exercising very much. I can see it. I receive it. Hashtag overnight success. Yes. Take it all in. Take it all in. Hello, Ernie. Hi, Ernie. What type of crystals is the bracelet you're wearing? I was like, what? This is copper. It's carnelian. It's carnelian with gold. It found me as a gift from good old lovely Isis, just like my tools, which I was contemplating leaving them behind, because I don't know if you've been on for any of my other lives, but I talk about calling in your soul's tools, right? How you call to your tools and they come find you. But I was contemplating leaving one of them behind because I was like, should I? It's a box literally from Egypt. And I was like, no, I'm just taking less stuff. I was like, this box is coming with me. You know how hard it was to call this thing in? Oh, you know, I'm a copper crystal jewelry designer. I know. I saw your stuff and I was like, what? And the glasses. That's crazy because I love carnelian and have felt super connected to it. It's a crystal that finds me. Yeah, wear it every single day. Wear it every single day. You should be wearing it. Wear it every day. If it calls to you, it's probably one of your soul crystals. If you don't know what your soul crystal is, book a Fly With Me session. We can get it all figured out. Or an ancestral connection session. We can go retrieve your stone, all your animals, connect you with your ancestors, all the things. Definitely wear it. Mine is also moldavite. Some people don't like moldavite because of change. I thrive with moldavite. It's like, without my moldavite, it's like the opposite of Superman. I'm with like Superman's, you know what I mean? I can't even explain it right now. I'm so tired. Are some of you worrying that you're not working hard enough? Are some of you literally thinking about, I love that, worrying that you're not working hard enough? I am Moldavite. Preach. Yes. I love Moldavite. I freaking love Moldavite. Yes, thank you. I had carnelian leave me a few years ago. Oh, yeah, maybe you switch stones. Maybe you switch stones. Sometimes that happens. I love these. I'm so glad y'all rock with Moldavite. Um, I keep it on my toilet. That's funny. Why is it there? Is it like above the toilet or on the toilet seat? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Cups, which is opportunities coming into your life. If some of you are feeling a little bit confused about like which opportunity you should take or which step you should take first, ask your guides to help you out as well, so you have the clarity. Usually when you're having trouble, it's a clarity thing. And when your spiritual gifts are awakening, which I talk about in Z School for the Gifted, if anybody wants to come, it's so much fun. We meet once a week. I'm also going to share, I have the theme. Here it is. So the theme this week is Altar Work 101. So I'm going to be going over like using altars and stuff. And if you've done any other ones, we've done mirror work. I do a lot of shamanic meditations in there to help you open your gifts. We did clairaudience. There's a theme now every single time. So make sure you reserve your spot. You can fill out the form, ask your spiritual questions. I'll also channel for you live, and we go through each of the people who have written a question. So make sure you write a question. If you don't, I'll probably skip you, but you still get to be included in the exercise at the end. And again, it's Altar Work 101. So that's going to be there this week. It's on the back part. I don't know when I moved, and that's where I wanted to go. That's so funny. Maybe it's alchemizing things. I do a lot of shifting on the toilet and all the puns. And I was literally thinking like it's probably shifting all the like shitty energy. I was like, oh yeah, you are alchemizing poo-poos. It all needs to be released. It is alchemizing in the truest sense. So, sis, you should get a bigger piece of Moldavite. So funny. So funny. That would be a great class. I'll be next to Lake, though. I wonder if there's service up there on the mountain. Yeah, you'll have to check. Yeah, you definitely have to check. We would love to have you there. I'm glad you're laughing about it. It's so funny, right? This is why we get along so well. You know, I'm glad the universe put us together. I'm gonna take another bite. For folks, have you eaten dinner yet? That tasted like I had sand in it for a second. A little hard. I'm so excited. I'm just happy to have food. I love having food. Before I went to the grocery store, I was definitely like, I'm just gonna call this spiritual fasting. I'm having fajitas that I made myself. That is what I'm having. What are y'all eating? I don't even know. It's delicious. I cook great things. Oh, me too. I'm gonna take one more bite. I don't even know if this thing is working lately. It's supposed to, but like I feel like it never works. I'm gonna get into the other deck. Also, I'm gonna be adding in some new candle workings. I think there's like over 20 something now. So if you need help, let me know. I'm gonna be adding in tonight Santa Barbara one. For folks who are needing to like have charity in their life, basically, and getting you out of hardship. or hard times, that sort of thing, any sort of causes. But it's like an assistance one. And then I'm also adding a Shango candle for folks who need empowerment and to like get off your bum and do things. And also just Shango energy is warrior energy. So it's like, I'm going to take life by the warrior horns and be all up in it. When I make really big leaps in my business or whatever, like me and Shango, like, I'm like, let's go, Shango, let's go, let's go. Like, it's like, let me get Yemeya, let me like, let me like do all these things. And then I'm like, okay, I'm calling in Shango, I'm ready. You got to do all the things. So let me pull from this other deck for extra guidance as well. And you can also book that beneath as well in the description. I'll drop the link. This has all the services on it. Or if you want to talk about coaching and things like that, you can go to bougiesavageproductions.com and you can book a chat there, or you can no, just book a chat there. bougiesavageproductions.com. Excuse me. I don't like that. Let's see what advice you have. Let's see what advice you have. Did you all manage through Lionsgate okay? I feel like this Lionsgate was wild. It was so wild. It was like, I don't even know my middle name. Kind of wild. Ooh, okay. Let me pull two more. Interesting. But I mean, that kind of makes sense. I'm so hot right now. When I start talking, I just get so hot. So hot. My speech today. I think I'm just tired still. Yes, it was wild. Yeah, this Lionsgate was like, am I on a spaceship? Am I in a tunnel? Who are these people? What is this past? Why do I feel this way? Oh my gosh, I'm going to explode. I also want to run 1,000,000 miles and laugh. like I have gas. Like all these things. I was like, this is very overwhelming. So, yes, I did so much spiritual work. I have released the wolf. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, awaken the wolf. So fun. Yeah, you made the leap. I could definitely feel it in a lot of people's energy. If you were like in the tunnel for Lionsgate, because you'll know what I mean when I say if you were in the tunnel for Lionsgate, you would have just like, since we're talking about poop, like shat out so fast. I felt like I had a ton of realizations and released a lot during Lionsgate. Yeah, it's great for that, right? Because Lionsgate is all about strength. And sometimes you need a bunch of strength to be able to look at yourself in an unbiased way and say, okay, this has to change. This literally has to change. And I need to call on the strength of the lion to help me navigate through this. And you realize you can't make that leap with all that metaphorical weight. You can't make it. There's no way. Like, if you can't go into your highest timeline still wondering if you're supported, still wondering like how you're going to make your money, still wondering if you're worthy, like still wondering if that person loves you, like all that kind of stuff. You can't make the leap that way. Your energy can't maintain it, like literally. Glad you like my shack joke. Yeah, I've realized my spiritual warrior energy through Lionsgate. Yeah, keep it with you. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. Just keep it with you. The next card out is protection. So immediately when I look at this card, it's interesting because there's a face in the middle, but there's also these like teeth around it. Do some of you have animals? I just heard something about animals and your animals being very protective of you right now in the spiritual space. Or some of you maybe need to tend to your animals. But also, yeah, no, it's something about some people, some of you have animals. Tend to your animals. If you haven't given your animals a wash lately or a blessing over them, because you should be blessing them and cleansing them all, like almost as much as you kind of help yourself when you can, because they're fighting for you on the other side. But they're also taking hits on this side. So make sure that you are paying attention to your protection. I also keep hearing things about Taurus. There, for someone, I'm just going to say, whoever may watch this, like, there may be a Taurus that you need to protect your energy from, who's being quite lingery and nosy, which was very timely for that little bug flying around and me doing this. So, if you do have some sort of person that's just being extra, or like not even upright in your, not even like in your face, but like you know it and you can feel it, cleanse your energy, because it feels like you definitely need some protection. And that can also mean like not oversharing, but it feels like candle work or like physical body cleansing, clearing like your closet. Clearing keeps coming up. It came up for someone else too, and I was just talking and it was clearing, like all funny. I have a doggy. Your doggy. Yes, I have animals, 2 cats. Yeah, so wash your cats or bless them, like cleanse them, because they're also there helping you a lot right now. And so stuff that is trying to get to you will get to them first, and then whatever they don't get goes to you, right? So give them some prayers, bless them. You can use a little Florida water or like holy water, whatever you want to use. Don't necessarily do a smoke cleanse on them because it's really sensitive to their noses, and even be mindful of the washes. Shady eyes. I just gave her a wash yesterday. Oh, good. She went to the beach with me and it was on my to-do list forever. Good, good, good. Yeah, keep that up so then they can stay clear. Yeah, there's something going on with some of you. There's someone around you. I'm gonna go now. I'll vote and see you guys. Bye, Dee. Thanks for the amazing reading. I hope everything is blessed as you adjust to your space in Star. Thanks, Dee. Have a great night. I have a dog and 2 cats. 2 more cats in the household, and all of the neighbors, 4 or 5 cats, love hanging out in my yard. The deer have been stopping and listening to me when I talk to them lately. I love that. Yeah, you're such an animal whisperer. Be in that energy. Be in that energy. It's interesting because she has been sleeping by my head a lot lately. Yeah, when was the last time you washed your hair? Someone could be sending stuff to you. So just someone doesn't feel like family. Doesn't feel like family. I use catnip to protect them. Does that work? Yeah, catnip is fine. It's catnip is like, so cats love catnip. But yeah, you can use that for protection, and just every once in a while, wash them. Cleanse them. But the physical washing, even for animals, is important. And you also see them, right? Like cats are constantly cleaning themselves. Dogs will sometimes do that as well, but like they're spiritual. And since a lot of our animals are domesticated, they can't cleanse as much in nature as they should be doing. So like I always make sure to cleanse my huskies, because they can take a hit. They will literally take a hit, and sometimes I can feel it coming, and then it'll immediately hit one of my dogs in particular, because she's always in the front line. I'm kind of in the middle, and then like Babe is like guards the back. And it's wild. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, definitely take care of them every day. Who LOL, those mofos need to back up and let me be great, cock blocking my success. Yeah, it just feels like I don't know, I won't tap in too much, but like it's just like somewhat annoying. Like they may not even be consciously doing it. Like it's like, I don't know. Someone in your circle. Someone in your circle. The next card out is magical power. So this is just a reminder to remember that you have the tools that you need within yourself and within your literal magical power, but also I'm hearing your ancestral inheritance that needs to come forward during this time to help you manifest the success that you are wanting. So don't worry if you may not always see things physically shifting. Your energy and your frequency is also helping to shift. But if you do stuff like elemental healing, or you manifest through crystals, like that kind of stuff, like use your tangible earth items. I just keep hearing like elemental healing. So if you have elemental healing or like tools, feathers, like that kind of stuff, hides even, use them for your manifestations and be strategic. I'm hearing about where you place them on your body because that's also going to help you manifest quite quickly and to stay more aligned. And then this third card is Luna. So making sure there's feathers on here. So confirmation. If you've been seeing feathers, that could also be a confirmation. And just that you're being watched over heavily right now. So don't worry about too much. You just really got to keep going, but use your feathers to protect you. I know sometimes even when I would be out and about and I would just be feeling wonky energy, I would literally forage feathers and put them in my hair and I would tie them in. I was like, no, that ain't gonna happen. And then I would take them home and I would bind them into a fan. I'll tap in deeper. I heard a name of, and if so, it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. See, it doesn't like, yeah, you'll know. Yes. Oh, you reminded me. I need to make my crystal grid. Yay, do it. I was just talking about crystal grids with someone. I'm going to be teaching about crystal grids too. Thank you for your time. Going to play Anarchy Pancakes. That's so fun. It's a favorite game of my niece. That's so fun. So fun. Maybe I can make a special piece to go in my head. Yeah, definitely do that. Also on the bottom of the deck is learn the truth. So if you feel like there's anything else in your life that needs to be revealed in order for you to take steps this week in terms of bringing your full picture together, make sure you're sitting in deep meditation and allowing those messages to come to you. They said allowing, so just make space for it. I love feathers. My favorite sign from the universe. Me too. I freaking love feathers. Also splitting the deck to overcome your fears. So if any of you have fears around your business or being judged or anything like that, or even within relationships, I heard maybe making new friends, you're going to be fine. You're going to be totally fine. Yeah. Cut ties is the other card it's split to. So make sure that you cut ties with old energy. And folks who don't align with you anymore. You may have folks that don't align with you and you're naturally being separated from them. Whoever that is for. Whoever that is for. Is that on roadblocks? The person, or what you mean? Or the game? What? Hi, Ancient Eyes. Well, that card just fell down. Confirmation, magical power, still coming out. That's exactly what is happening. Yeah, it's like their time is done. That sounds awful, but I literally just heard like their time is done. Their time is done. I feel like this deck isn't done yet. This deck is not done. Is not done. But whoever these people are that you're being separated from, their time is done. Let that be confirmation for you. Their time is done. I'm taking another bite. Oh, okay. It was up for the game. I see. I was like, I don't feel no roadblock on you. Let's see what else has to come out. Oh my God. That's what I said the other day. I said the same thing. kind of journey are we on right now? No, like, I'm not kidding you. The energy right now, especially if you are on any sort of ancestral land, connected to your ancestors, it don't even matter. Like, the people who are not meant to be aligned with you are being separated from you in some way, shape, or form. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it, because you're on an accelerated timeline. You're on an accelerated timeline. And it's almost like, I'm literally hearing one of the lyrics to my own song, which is wild, because I was trying to figure out what song I wanted to release after this next one I'm working on. And it's called The Birth of Savage. But one of the lines is like, the earth, it quakes, eliminates all the little fakes, basically. And that's what it's doing. It's almost like you're in this energy with your ancestors where, like, all these subpar relationships. Who are these ancestors? They are hoity-toity. Not hoity-toity. I can't with these ancestors right now. Royalty. No time for teeny babies. What's for dinner? Yes, Christina got it. Fajitas. It's like done, and the purpose was probably to get me here to play in. Bruh, isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Sometimes that happens. Like, you just meet people who are there to be with you for a short amount of time, and then they disappear. And there's no way the connection is going to stay together. Even if you try, it won't work. Because if you can't elevate, or if they can't elevate, both. I'm hearing, I meant to say the second sentence, but the first one seemed more important first. If anything that gets in the way of your elevation right now, the ancestors are going to rip to shreds, and the universe is going to rip to shreds. So it's like, no, honey. Like, everybody should know in the spiritual space, like, even if you meet someone, just enjoy it for that time, because you never know if you're going to be forever friends. You know, like, it could be a 1 month, 2 month thing. It could be a 1 week thing. It could be a 3-year thing, and then it's done. I think we should normalize that. I think we should normalize that. Oh, remind you, someone posted needing real musical professionals for professional events. Oh my gosh, Christina, I need to text you back. I've been working ever since I got back, and I have not stopped except to go to the grocery store. I can't even eat my dinner. Yes, I'm going to remind you. You are the bestest. You are the bestest. I say, bruh. We're fools, and I love it. I'm so hot. I turned off the air, and I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it. I need to buy a fan. And we lost touch for 5 years, came back, and then within a year, I ended up. I'm telling you, isn't that wild? Isn't that so wild? Yes, exactly. We totally should normalize it. It's spirit, man. Yeah, I feel like we just need to be okay with the fact that our souls are going to do different things, you know, like, for instance, you and I met all randomly. Who knows how long we're going to be friends, right? But it's like, I'm not going to be offended. I feel like you're not going to be offended, because our journeys just go where they need to go. I feel like people are just so attached to everything. And I'm like, well, bruh, that's why you can't leap. That's why you can't leap. Just saying. Just saying. You know, just be grateful for the moment. It's been my normal life. People in and out. Yeah, me too. Right? We just like help each other out. And it's like, see you later. It's like, I like to call them ancestral conferences, because, you know, like sometimes the ancestors orchestrate it as well, depending on what the conversation is. And then it's like, they're gone. It's like a meeting. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna do one more. Everything is temporary, so it helps to be detached and keeps me attached to the moment. Yeah. Like, just feel love for the connection and what it is right now. Like, because also manifesting and living and the state of bliss is not about what you're attached to. It's not about what you're attached to. I wouldn't have been able to do all these leaps, just like, many of you have not been able to, if I would have stayed attached to people, right? And like, also there were a lot of folks who were like, what are you going to do about your dogs? I was like, I don't know. I know spirit's going to figure it out, but I know I have to detach from whatever happens. Like, it's not up to me anymore. And then I went back to my journal and someone had done a reading for me and I forgot about it. And it said in there was going to be a woman who was going to watch my dogs and I would still be able to see them and care for them. And I was like, who the fuck is that? It was my mother. I was like, well, didn't see that coming, but did know it, but didn't see it coming. Just detach, right? But the whole time I was also trying to get them rehomed, but because I started doing that, like, I was able to detach and move on, right? So wild. um if you can ask a question, but if it's a specific tarot question, you have to book a tarot reading. So hopefully that helps. Internet's laughing. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't even, like, I was like, what kind of lady is this? It's like, do they live on a farm? Like, I was being so, like, not detached. Like, I was just like, let me just, it's like, this is stupid. I was like, whatever is meant to be, blah, blah, blah. But then I needed to do all those things. And then somehow it brought me full circle. And my mom was like, would you stop just doing all the things? Like, and just like leave them here because they're great. And then she goes, she's like, they're like farm dogs. And I was like, is that what that fucking farm energy was? It's like, the way the universe speaks has me all ass backwards, but you just gotta let go. Just gotta let go. Yerp. So the next card out is healing energy. So if you're feeling like this week you need to ground yourself a little bit more, confirmation, the universe is also saying that to you. Be within nature if you haven't been. Put some sand on your face, get some dirt on your face, take a mud bath. I'm also seeing drink dark things. So like maybe have some cacao. Cacao. I tried to say burdock, but cacao came out. So also have some cacao, go to a cacao ceremony, be respectful about it, please. You know how I am about respect. But this earth energy is really calling you right now for this week so you can stay grounded and not worry so much about the pentacles. And confirmation, we do have the happiness card here. So make time for happiness. I'm also focusing on these flowers. So if you feel like buying yourself flowers, buy yourself some flowers. Also know that you are receiving your flowers right now from the spiritual realm. So you are being celebrated, recognized for your accomplishments. This could also be happening to some folks this week or the next couple of weeks. It kind of looks like 3 weeks. But be tender and loving with yourself. Concealment is also here as a reminder to remove your mask. Remove your mask. If you have anything left of doubt of who you are, who you're meant to be, the right people can't find you if you're constantly hiding who you are. Even down, I'm hearing, to like the things you actually want to say, but you don't say them. Because it feels like some people are even being conservative when it comes to having conversations with new community, right? But that honesty and that communication could be the one thing that gets you to the place or the people that are meant for you, right? I'm seeing a lot of visions now. So if some of you have been going to like group outings, be more open, like about yourself, It feels like for some of you, you might be kind of shut off, kind of cold a little bit without knowing it. Like in general, you're a sweet person and you're open-ish, but your energy and sometimes the way you communicate ain't saying the same thing, if you know what I mean. So trust. I'm also hearing vulnerability. So you might have had trouble in the past being vulnerable because you've been hurt, but they're saying like this week and again the next couple of weeks, be vulnerable as much as you can and let it be a new normal for you because you deserve this happiness and joy and fulfillment that's coming in. Um, don't let those emotions block you from what it is that you're actually trying to achieve, which is peace and balance and prosperity is what I'm hearing. They literally were like, this is what it is. It's like, okay, peace, balance, and prosperity. Yeah, eternal charisma. Oh, friends, eternal charisma and financial stability came out, or security came out. So eternal charisma is this card that's literally about being charismatic and being loving and being the transformative butterfly that you now are. So if you've been seeing butterflies, let that be confirmation for you that the universe and your ancestors are sending you some extra love for all the transformations you've been going through. Oh my God, and you're I do it all the time. You're so funny. Again, there's flowers on here. So flowers are really significant. Maybe you like flowers, or, that can also be a message of stop to smell the flowers, right? Like maybe it's been a long time since you've done that. When was the last time you smelled the flowers, you had fun, you enjoyed the sweetness of life? It doesn't mean that you're like not working, like that kind of stuff. Like they want you to like be in the energy of happily managing the tasks that you need to do and happily managing the tasks that fulfill you, right? So keep fulfillment in the forefront of what you are wanting and just go after. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many visions. Why is this so strong? I feel like I can't even talk. I'm like, are words even coming out of my mouth? They are coming out. They must be coming out. Are y'all understanding? But we also have financial security here. But I am focusing on this coin as well. So if any of you have done any wishing coins or put coins on your altar, they've been well received. Or if you haven't done that yet, put coins there. Put coins on your altar. Also, one of my favorite money tricks. Oh, put coins in your money bowl is what someone said. Put coins in your money bowl. Make sure you're feeding your money bowl with money. You have to put money into your money bowl consistently. The other thing is, y'all, whose ancestors? Calm down. The other thing that you can do, which is one of my favorite money tricks, is to take a cup with water and put coins into it. It's a Buddhist practice. You can also cleanse your water, bless your coins, that kind of stuff. Put it under your bed. It's okay to be next to your dream protection bowl. So yes. Yep, hear you loud and clear. Good. Yay. Yay. Yeah. So don't worry about this financial security. You have more than you think is what I'm hearing. Son, I'm going to end it on this last card. It's Blessed Day. When the Blessed Day card comes out, you're going to have a phenomenal week. Literally so lucky. So everything that you've been fighting for is over, and everything you've ever wanted is now here. So just have fun and say yes to invitations. Say yes, have fun, be your best self, and everything is going to work itself out. You don't need to worry so much. What you worry for, son? Oh my gosh, I started that recently, and I use my grandmother's change purse and keep it open with her last coins in there. Yeah, so let that be confirmation for you about the coins, that folks on the other side be knowing what you're doing, and also they love it and they love your connection, and put some on your altar. Like, do more coin work. people don't understand how strong coins are. Coins are phenomenal. I also keep a very lucky coin in my wallet for manifestation. You can also do that. But yeah, change in general is great. Not some people keep change, but they don't always keep change. Always keep change. And if you work with Oshun, always keep a thing of pennies so you can offer them to the water. I just stuttered so hard. So hard. I haven't had this happen in a long time. Why do I feel like I'm about to have so many spirits in my dreams tonight? You're gonna be like, excuse me, Miss Z. Like, no, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. I've been saying life is so cool. Life is so cool. I'm so grateful. See, I said yes to the invitation and not worrying about how to get there. Exactly. Exactly. You and me both. Okay, just heard this from my spiritual team and I love this confirmation. Good. And it's funny, I love change. Like I love change too. Me too. You think we can ever be addicted to change? I don't think we can be. Because change is energy and energy is always changing and energy is always growing, which means you have to constantly be in a state of change. How are you going to manifest or be a part of Lionsgate if you're always in this energy of stagnancy? It's impossible. Every single day you meditate and you have subliminals and you grow and you journal. You're shifting your energy every single day. So when it begins to work, why would you not do the thing that works? You know what I mean? It's like, I could talk about this forever, but it's like counterintuitive. You have to love change in order to manifest. There is no in between. Like it's when folks fight change, that's when shit hits the fan. That's when things go really fucking bad because they're like, oh no, like I can't do that. I'm like, well, you're gonna have a really hard fucking time doing anything in life if you don't like change. Because all the universe does is change things up for you. And like, you know how long, like, you know how everybody, the folks who manifest and move and do all the things, like sometimes, for example, like my suitcase, I had it packed for a minute because God was like, do this, get your luggage tag. And then I missed one of the messages and then it came hurling back and slapping me in the face to get me to take action. And I was like, I thank you. Right. But it's like, you gotta love change. You have to love change. There is no manifestation without change. I don't know why I'm saying that so much. So I hope people love change in the chat. My bad. Oh, it's probably some of my you're probably excited that you're here right now. I know. 1-800 Christina? Yes. This is Z speaking with Christina. Do you have a let me put some coins into the phone. I'm like, y'all are exciting. I like them. They seem great, talkative, like my guides. Kind of make my forehead like a little whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's been a minute. Just changed out the change on my altar Sunday. See, confirmation. They be knowing. Everybody, it's all energy, right? I mean, I feel like I can't even blink right now. That's how many visions I'm getting. Like, I just like, sweet baby Jesus. I should talk to Jesus. Pray or something. Also, when I split the deck is the union card. This is you coming into union with yourself, but some of you may also be meeting someone you might go on a date with. You know, so serious. I don't do live readings with just anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Like, this is my first this is my first live reading since I moved here, obviously, because I canceled the one last night because homegirl was knocked out and also had a mandarin for dinner, and some water. But I'm also pretty sure I can't even. My train of thought is like, I'm also pretty sure that there's ghosts in here. Y'all know I love me some ghosts, but they're already messing with stuff. I should have known. I should have known. I freaking should have known when my stuff started glitching, stuff started like falling over, tickling things. I was like, oh, mosquito. Nah, bruh, that's a ghost. Yo, don't touch that. Like I literally like it is what it is. They're all friendly, so it's fine. They're just curious. You are not blinking. I'm telling you, this is like, is this how reading's about to be here now? Love all of this. That means y'all really need to come to Z School for the Gifted because I'm probably gonna. It's probably like there were a couple classes where I just was lit up, like lit up. I was like, "Oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. They said this, you're doing that. Why aren't you doing?" Like I was just like, ping, 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 and then I was like, "Yo, this like shit is firing on all cylinders, on all fucking cylinders." I also love this house, side note, because my ADHD is going right now because there's 2 cats. I could tell you just coming in strong. One of them's a black cat, and I love it so much. And I love the other one too, but the other one is very talkative. It's like meow 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 meow. And then I'll like open the door and it'll come in and then it'll like stand near me and look at me and then go on the floor, like pet me. And I'm like, you did not have to do all that yapping just to tell me to pet your belly. But I have a history with traveling around in cats. This happened in many other places where there's always cats there to come greet me. Like the one in Shasta was doing the same thing around the same age. And then I shut the door and it jumped on the screen like this and was like, I was like, what fucking spirit are you? You know what I mean? You just gotta wing it. Yeah, ghosts. Yo, one and the same. Oh my god, there are some in this place too. They are chill though. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like they feel really chill. Like they don't feel like they're trying to bother me or nothing or like be intrusive. And I knocked the fuck out last night. And that's really hard for me to do. Like super hard for me to do. That's how I know I'm like, okay, y'all are chilling. I was like sleeping like this. Oh. I was like, what? Oh, you're fine. Just about to sleep. I was like, what day is it? Does anybody know what day it is? Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. There are like 5 cats here. One of them are deaf. Oh, but it says hi to me. I named him Henry. I love that. Henry's a good name. Ileana, hi. They protect you. Yeah, they definitely protect you. Animals are the best protectors. They really are. I feel like there's like an animal theme for the collective right now. Like pay attention to your animals a lot. They love you so much more than you know, and they're with you for a reason. I was actually wondering about that because I was like, okay, I'm leaving my dogs behind. I was like, are y'all gonna protect me? And then it was like, boom. Oh, these are the 2 cats. I was like, oh, great. They're literally like yin and yang, also how they're colored. It's quite funny. Oops. He is black and white. Cute. One of the ones here, it's black, and the other one's like black, white, and tan, and it has these big, like yellow green eyes, and it just stares. Like, I'm like, I took a video of it because I was laughing so hard. I'm like, you are not shy at all. Like the other one just kind of like stares from far away and then walks away. This one's like, and then if I don't say anything, it's like, wow! I'm like, dude, you don't own me right now. Okay. I'm like, I have to be on a call, so could you not do that? Thank you very much. But they also love being in here. Like I had the door open and they just like came running in, and the guy upstairs was like, he's like, sorry, and I was like, it's totally fine. I don't even mind. And they just were like, oh, we're at home. I was like, you know, whatever that's called. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, hi. Yes, it was in the beginning of the reading, and love that is coming back as our last anchoring message. Yes. Hi, Emerald. So that is the End of the reading, friends. But you know how I can't stop chatting. I usually end up on your so if I pick up any other messages, I will definitely share them. Well, you told the other one not talk so much for attention. The other one doesn't talk for attention. You gotta pick one. I know. I know. I feel like there's definitely a spirit in the white one. I'm like, you're the same freaking age as that other one that wouldn't stop yapping and followed me around everywhere. It ended up being one of my best friends. I was just asking our cat why he's here. He's warming up though. Thought I wanted a raccoon or a Flemish rabbit. Interesting. You like rabbits? I used to have a rabbit. I also had a pet rat. It was cool. I really liked it. They adopted you. Yeah, exactly. I was like, dang. Although I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Like he could not get them out of here. Like, and I just opened the door today when I went to go to the beach, and they're just like, pew. It's like, I have to lock the door, so you need to get out. And he was like, it's like, don't you me? Shoo. Like it's way too hot in here. I had a floppy-eared rabbit and grew up with rabbits. So cool. I love rabbits. Wabbits. Animals are just such a gift. Like I feel like it's such an honor to be able to have them, to experience them, and that they like share love with you. Like animals are so unconditionally loving, so unconditionally loving. They don't get celebrated for that enough. But they will always come back to you even if like you did something stupid. It was terrifying to see the mama eat her babies though as a child. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That would be weird. That would be super weird. It's nature, right? We're not those animals. But I feel that. But like, they do it for some reason, right? I don't think we'll ever fully understand it. I mean, we know ish, but like, we're not. I don't know if any of you know how to be an animal and a human simultaneously. Like, even when people say, like, oh, this is like what age this dog's intelligence is. And I was like, okay, the one reason why I don't believe those things as a dog trainer as well, like, you're gonna try and tell me that dog's intelligence is around a 3-year-old human when they can fucking sniff out cancer and survive in the wild, and your ass doesn't know how to wipe your own butt. No. Like, I'm like, your surveys are a bunch of hockabaloogie. They know how to survive in the world. We do not. We are all codependent. We're all codependent on grocery stores and all these things, unless you have a farm. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they can roam free. They can see in the dark. They can find things with just their nose. And you have to sit in a car, poorly drive, don't even know how to park, put gas. Like, come on. Don't you tell me those dogs are 3 years old. No, never. I've never had a rabbit companion. We've had a hamster. Broke out of jail so many times. And a dog named Cricket. She was a human in a dog's body. Weird. That's funny. You know how they have that thing on TikTok where you can take a picture? They had that thing like phase for a while trend where you could take a picture of your animal and see if it turned into a human. I did that on my dogs. One dog was a dog. But Paulo, who I know is not a dog soul, was not a dog. I was like, I fucking knew it. Yes, our angels on earth. Exactly. Girl, that sounds like me. Because that's the wolf in me. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, I, you can't be telling me that. I'm like, if things like everybody rushed to Costco to get toilet paper when COVID broke out. Tell me that's intelligent. Tell me one more time. Not saying humans aren't intelligent, but I feel like we're intelligent in a different way, but we're also quite stupid in many other ways. And people like me, spiritual teachers, have to teach humans who come from the earth how to reconnect with the earth. And you have to use elemental healing and meditation to bring you back to your original state because you've done stupefied your whole life. You know what I mean? Like I just like I'm being facetious, but also, you know what I mean? I like anytime I see those things, I go buck because I'm like, I don't know about y'all's dogs, but my huskies, intelligent. I feel like one's smarter than the other one, to be honest. But like, if they were out in the wild, they're fine. They have instincts. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I don't know that one. I have to find it. Yeah, you can take a picture. I can't remember what the filter is. If you Google it or something, I'm sure it'll pop up. Girl, that was annoying. Really? How can I find this TikTok thing? It was like what was it called? It was like a huge trend. It was the same one where people would be like, "Oh, if you use this on yourself, you can see if your third eye is open or if it's closed." And people were messing with it to show them to show when they would meditate with their third eye closed, and then they would do the thing, and then it would be closed, and then they would open it. They would say it in the video, and then they would run it again, and it would be open. So it was whatever that filter was. There were like 3 different ones. Okay, now that was a buggy. Yeah, it's such a fun filter. But yeah, I was going around because what folks were doing were going around using it to see if there were spirits, and it was working, right? Because spirits are just energy. And so I was like, oh, well, I'm an energy person. Like, I'm going to see how it works, right? I'll be easily able to confirm it. And then I was like, okay, cool. Yep, definitely works. It's like the technology, but it's also like, like the Tesla thing, like the Tesla DAR thing. Don't even get me started on Tesla. It's just an example. Um, you know how it picks up on other cars and all that kind of stuff. But if you take it certain places, it'll pick up on spirits too. And then there was like a trend of people driving it through the cemetery to see if it would work. And I decided to do that because I was like, again, medium, gonna see what happens. It definitely works. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen, but I was laughing and having so much fun. It was unfortunate because I was there for a funeral, but like I was like, oh, look at that spirit. Oh, and it was like it was walking. It was first like, it was over there where I could see it. And I was sitting in the car and I was like, oh, dang, like it comes up on the screen. And then it was like, boop, at the car. And then I was like, there it is. And it was walking around and then went around the back and disappeared. And I was like, well, I know that it's gone because I don't see it anymore. But like, that is wild. That is fucking wild. So then I was like, I'm gonna see what else is out. I was just like driving around like being a ghostbuster, except not busting anything. And that noise was confirmation. Was it a bird? On my end, there were some birds and there were motorcycles. That sounds so beautiful. The original state. Yeah. Thank you. Been going through yeah, so it's quite interesting to be able to pick up on that. I'm getting a lot of visions again. I might have to go soon because I've like been incapable of keeping it together. Again, don't forget to vote on Substack. Wait, but how many of you have actually read the Substack already and listened to the podcast? How many of you have read it? I think I saw Kevin, I saw your post and Els come through. I know you did. I'm behind. If you haven't read it, go read it. Ancient Eyes! Yay! I also posted a tiny article for Adventures of a Single Chooky Millennial, which kicked off this whole adventure. Am I in the wrong Discord? Are you in Z School for the Gifted or the 144? You should be, I think you're in both. I saw your comment, I think, in 144. And then, yeah, for anybody who has been to Z School for the Gifted and you're not in the private Discord, let me know. Hi, Elle. Are you in? Let me see. Yeah, I don't see you in here. Ancient Eyes. I sent you the link though. Check your chat. You have the link. I sent it to you on the 16th. Check your Discord. I'll follow the instructions. Yeah. Yeah, go to your messages. I sent you a direct link to it. If anybody else has been to Z School for the Gifted and you don't have access to the private chat, let me know. But I know I'm talking with my mouth full. Friendly reminder, we're doing altar work 101 this week. And I'm always going to throw in meditation because y'all know I love meditations. I'm going to wrap it up here, my friends. I'm going to get going. I am tapped on channeling, and there's a lot coming through right now. And I feel like I can't even focus. I can't even focus. And I still need to do some work tonight. It's been a beautiful day, feeling receptive and reflective. How about you? Y'all are cute. I love that you're all having conversations. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Good night, Elle. I'm going to send you that thing tonight. Don't worry about it. Doing it tonight, but I just wanted to let you know. See you, bye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you this week. Don't forget the Art of Love and Magnetism. Oh, I didn't say that theme. So if you're wondering, before I get going, I'm sweating. The Art of Love and Magnetism this week's, oops, I clicked on the wrong one. This week's class is the magnetic self becoming irresistible through authenticity. So if that sounds like something you want to do in that class, definitely come join. It's on Friday. And the calendar is in the chat as well. Good night, everybody. I'll see you later, homies.